Welcome back to my channel. My name is Avajit Chaki. Today we are going to find the shear force and bending moment diagram of a cantilever beam with point load. This is our cantilever beam. It is fixed at one end and free at the other end. Suppose point A is fixed, point B is free to move. At point B, we have placed a load W which is acting downward, vertically downward. Now, since it is a fixed support, we know that there are going to be three reactions on it. One is the horizontal reaction, one is the vertical reaction, and another is the moment, the resisting moment. So, now that we know what kind of beam it is and what is the type of loading, let us consider that the beam is of length L. This is the length of the beam, L. Now, from condition of static equilibrium, we can see that from summation of Fx equal to 0, Hx becomes 0. So, in this beam and due to this type of loading, that is point load which is acting vertically downward, there will be no horizontal reaction. So, horizontal reaction is 0. Now, summation of all forces along vertical direction is 0. So from this we get that, let us assume the direction of the vertical reaction. If Vy is the vertical reaction acting at point A due to the fixed support, let us assume that it is acting upward. So after summation we'll get that V of Y minus W, because the load is acting downward. So minus W equal to 0. Here we get Vy will be equal to the load, and since it is positive, so our assumed direction is correct. So the direction will be upward. Now from the third equation, that is moment about z axis to be 0, we are going to take the moment which is acting at point A, let that to be MA. Also, from point A, we get that WL is acting in the opposite direction, or what we have considered MZ to be acting. WL is acting in clockwise direction. So, after equating, we get that moment about point A will be WL. Now our assumed direction, we have assumed that moment is acting here in anti-clockwise direction. So it is also, we get the value to be positive. So I can say that our assumed direction is correct. So it will be anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise direction. Now we are going to calculate the shear force and bending moment. Now we know that shear force at a section, here section refers to the cross-sectional area, is the sum of all the transverse component of forces. What is transverse component of forces? Transverse component of force means the loading is acting perpendicular to the longitudinal axis of the beam, or should I say parallel to the cross-section. So the transverse component of forces either from left of the section or from right of the section. Also, bending moment at a section is the resultant moment of all the transverse component of forces either from left of the section or from right of the section. So from both the definition, it is clear to us that we need to consider either the left of the section or the right of the section. So let us first consider a section. Suppose in this beam, we are considering a section XX, this is the XX, at a distance, say this is the distance, at a distance X from the free end. As I have written here, consider a section XX at a distance X from the free end, which is the end B. Now for shear force calculation, we know that when a shear force is acting at the right side, it will be positive if the direction of the loading is downward, and it will be negative if the direction of the loading is upward. So in this case, we are going to take Sx, which is the shear force at section X at a distance x from B. So Sx will be summation of all the forces at the right of the section. We are considering the right part. Since at the right only W load is acting downward, so we will write the value to be W. Now from the sign convention, it is clear to us that since the loading is acting downward at the right of the section, so the shear force will be positive. In this case, it will be positive. Now, this particular section XX may vary from point B to A. So I have written here X, the length X will vary from 0 to L. So when X is 0, shear force at B will be positive. At a distance X equal to L, shear force at A will be positive of W. Now in both the case, shear force will be constant at all section of the cantilever beam from between A and B, as there are no other loading between A and B. And we know the shear force at this section is equal to the resultant force acting on the right portion of the given section. But the resultant force acting on the right portion of the section X is W, and it is acting downward direction. So force on the right portion acting downward is considered positive. Hence, shear force at X is positive. And since shear force in this case is independent of the length because it is a point loading, so shear force between point A and point V will be constant. Now for the bending moment. For the bending moment, if we consider the same, that is section XX at a distance x from point B, that is from the free end, we'll get the moment to be Wx. Now comes the sign convention. In this case, it is clear to us that due to this particular loading, that is W, for example, if I consider this to be the cantilever beam, I am fixing this beam here. Now I am applying a load in the downward direction. It is clear to us that this particular loading has created a clockwise moment at point B, which results in a hogging bending moment. So from the sign convention, if we see that the moment is acting in such a way that it produces clockwise in the right hand side of the beam, it will produce a hogging bending moment. So it is negative. So the sign will be negative. Now it is clear to us that from this equation, X will vary from 0 to L. When X is 0, bending moment at B will be 0 because X is becoming 0. Therefore minus of W, if we put the value of X, it becomes 0. Therefore it will be 0. At X equal to L, bending moment at A will be minus W into L. Now we are going to plot the shear force and bending moment diagram. Now for the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. In this case, I have already drawn the figure, but let me explain you. Say, this is the cantilever beam. W is acting downward. Now we have considered this particular section X at a distance X from the point B, that is from the free end. So consecutively it will become A. Now the shear force, we have seen that the shear force is constant throughout the beam. So in this case, since it is positive, we have plotted the shear force diagram in the positive axis. This is the baseline. The region above the baseline is considered to be positive and the region below the baseline is considered to be negative. Since shear force is positive throughout the beam, we have written here like this: the shear force is constant and it is W throughout and it is positive. Now for the bending moment diagram, since what we have obtained previously, that the bending moment is negative because it has created a hogging moment. or the deflected shape of the beam is hogging. So in this case, we have considered it to be negative. So we have plotted it below the baseline. If this is the baseline in this case, if this particular straight line is the baseline, so we have plotted the bending moment diagram below the baseline. Now in the bending moment diagram, we will see that W, that is the loading, is varying with distance. So it is not constant throughout, but it is a straight line. The rate of bending moment is constantly increasing from point B to point A. So if we consider the same section X, it will be constant for shear force, that is same will be for W throughout. Now for bending moment, it is at a distance, that is at a distance X from B, it is Wx. So as X changes, bending moment will also change. So at A it is maximum, which is WL, at B it is 0, and at a distance X away from point B, it is Wx. It is represented by a straight line. Here I have written it is represented by a straight line because rate of change of bending moment is constant. Thank you, that's it for today.